Welcome to adding alternative text to an image in Microsoft Word. Alt text is a contraction of alternative text. It's a short written description of an image which makes sense of that image when it cannot be viewed for some reason. Well-written alt text is critical for those with certain disabilities because it describes the function and appearance of an image, photo, or graphic that they cannot see. When using pictures, images, animations, charts, tables, or graphs, text alternatives must be provided for the non-text content and function. The words in the alternative text must provide a textual equivalent of that image. If the image is a link, the function must also be provided within the alt text. If the image is purely for decorative use, meaning there is no educational value to that image, then descriptive alternative text is not needed. Instead, you can enter the null alternative text, which is a single blank space between two quotation marks. As a side note, it is not recommended to begin your alternative text using image of, picture of, or graphic of, as screen readers will automatically note that that is an image. Captions or long descriptions may be used to explain complex images, charts, or graphs. However, our focus today is how to include alternative text to an image within Microsoft Word. As you can see here, I am within a Word document and on a page with multiple images. The first image is of Reynolds Community College logo. To add alt text to an image in Word, I would simply right-click on that image, scroll down the resulting menu, and click on Format Picture. When I do so, to the right, the Format Picture dialog box opens up. From here, I click on the third icon entitled Layout and Properties, and you generally have two options, text box and alt text. If alt text is not already expanded, please click on the arrow to expand it. Here you will see I have two fields in which I can enter text or alternative text. Alt text should be typed into the description field and not the title field. Remember, when entering in your alt text, the alt text should be accurate and equivalent to the image being presented in both content and function. It should be as succinct as possible, no more than a few words, although sometimes a short sentence or two can be used. If it takes more than two short sentences, it is best to use a caption to describe the image. Let's take a look at a couple of examples. For the Reynolds Community College logo, I could just simply enter in alternative text of Reynolds Community College logo. However, for this specific image, if it is clicked upon, the website www.reynolds.edu would be opened. So in this instance, the alternative text should be Reynolds Community College homepage. For the next image, you see there's a picture of a human heart with the 4 chambers labeled. Appropriate alt text for this would be human heart with the 4 chambers, right atrium, right ventricle, and left ventricle labeled. Please note that it is important to list the 4 chambers as they are noted in the actual image. For the final example, I have a picture of a German Shepherd puppy. Let's say that this image here is purely for decorative purpose and provides no instructional value. In this case, I would right-click on the image, left-click on Format and Pictures, click on the Layout and Properties icon, and then for the alt text here, because it is purely a decorative image, I would enter in the null alt text of a quote mark, a space, and then a quote mark. That's all there is to entering alternative text for an image or a chart in a Word document. I hope you enjoyed this session.